I'm going to assist with the initiation of an enactment. Juan and Cora, I was wondering if the both of you could act out a disagreement that has occurred recently.
Sure.
Okay, that sounds feasible.
Well, a few weeks ago, I was in the kitchen cooking when Juan arrived home from work. I asked Juan about his day, and he told me it went fine. Then I redirected the conversation to discuss how our baby Jason is doing in school. I told my husband that the teacher called, and she shared that our son was being disruptive during class again. The teacher stated that our son did not pay attention throughout half of the lesson, and she's concerned about his ability to follow instructions. However, Juan didn't want to talk about it.
I told you that I did not want to discuss the issue because I was tired after a long day at work. The last thing I needed to come home to was a complaint about our son.
I just wish you would have taken a moment to just acknowledge the situation and reflect on it at least. It just felt like you were ignoring the problem.
Well, it's been a long road for me since I discovered that our son has ADHD.
Juan, how has your perspective changed since you have discovered that Jason has ADHD?
Before, I can admit that I was in denial. I didn't want to believe it, nor did I want to accept it. I would say, oh, he's just being a boy. I also thought that things would completely get better if you were more consistent and firmer with him. I'm still learning how to deal with it. We never had anything like that on my side of the family. Anyways, I wasn't ignoring the problem. I told you that we could talk about it the next day. That's when you started talking about the past.
I talk about the past because there are times when I feel like I could have done things differently. Is this all of my fault? If only I had sought a diagnosis earlier and kept him on the medication, but I was just scared at the time, especially after researching the side effects.
Cora, I'm pretty sure there are side effects to every medication, treatment, and procedure. Some things are just out of control. I think you overanalyze things a lot.
Well, it is our job to protect our child. I'm supposed to be very careful when it comes to my son. He's my only child. I think you forgot that. I just want the best for him. I want him to stop falling behind in class and improve his behavior. I know my baby is capable of accomplishing so much. He's very bright and articulate, and he has tested into advanced placement courses. His diagnosis just makes it very challenging for him to completely focus and engage in class like the rest of the students. It's not his fault. It's just important that I'm in his corner to support him every step of the way and make sure he succeeds and reaches his full potential.
I can tell that both of you love Jason very much. Cora, I can see that you value Jason a lot and you recognize his strengths and his ability to accomplish many things. I also think it's great that both of you are equally involved in his life and want to assist him in making progress in school.
I truly want to do what's best for my son. I just think there are different ways to go about it. Being overbearing and over controlling are not solutions to the problem. It only makes matters worse if you ask me. This is just my opinion. Don't take it the wrong way.
I want to start reframing the situation. The diagnosis does cause challenges to arise. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes.
And it can be very overwhelming for the both of you. The diagnosis can cause Jason to have a hard time with certain tasks. That can include listening, maintaining attention, following instructions, and engaging in activities. What other ways have the diagnosis impacted Jason?
ADHD does cause him to talk excessively sometimes.
It causes him to distract other students from learning. Instead of fighting in class, arguing with the teachers. I can't take it anymore.
Me either.
Just as you stated, Cora, Jason is a very bright child. I agree that he is capable of a lot of things. Both of you are already making progress by seeking professional assistance to guide your family throughout the process and to address the challenges that your family has been facing for quite some time. I think it's good that both of you are providing ongoing support to Jason, It's important to listen to him at all times, as well as to understand things from his perspective and what he's experiencing personally. In the previous session, Jason shared that he does not feel like other students like him and that he's good for nothing. This sounds different from how you guys describe Jason.
That really breaks my heart. I want to be more supportive and listen to him more.
I certainly don't want him to feel that way either. I love my son.
It's necessary for parents to protect their children, absolutely. It is also equally necessary to encourage children's learning and exploration and to continue to recognize their strengths. Jason has a lot of strengths. Additionally, it's important to promote your children's growth and development and to encourage them to take initiative. If children have a difficult time completing a task, then a parent or someone else can assist as needed. Jason previously shared that he feels bad when he sees other children doing chores, taking on a paper route, and trying out for the ball team. Jason mentioned that he does not get the same opportunities.
I can definitely see how that can be frustrating for Jason. I would love for my son to participate in athletic activities.
You know, I'm really going to work on listening to him more and start encouraging him to participate in more activities. I don't ever want our son to feel left out anymore. I don't want Jason to feel left out anymore. I want him to be engaged more. I don't want him to feel like an outsider anymore. Maybe we should just take more time to spend more time with him, get to know what's really going on in his mind so we can fully understand our son.
Thank you, Doctor.